Yeah, back to what I was saying though. Yeah, we gave y'all the episodes, guys. The last interview that we did was with Asia, and it was a great episode. Um, Personally, Asia was one of my favorites. Is still one of my favorites, and those are always the dopest episodes because, or at least episodes experiences for me because, honestly, this whole position so a little wedgie out of nowhere. That was weird. Okay. Honestly, this whole okay, I'm putting my phone down. I'm gonna need that in a minute though. Honestly, this whole experience, um, as the podcast has been dope. To the, I could highlight some of my moments, like even hitting certain milestones that we set out to hit, like 1,000 subscribers. That was literally, one of the best feelings. Just accomplishing that, just plainly just getting it started. That feeling was always great. And one of them is obviously meeting some of my favorite artists, entrepreneurs that I'm fond of, and being able to have a conversation with it. And I never take that for granted. And I always think that's one of my favorite things about this podcast is that I get to be able to sit down with these people and talk to them and ask them the questions that I want. And hopefully that you guys want to hear. And hopefully, of course, the questions that not everybody asks. And I think we always kind of get good side of our guests, no matter who it is. As soon as we get them in the chair, I feel like those first episodes are always something special, and I like to call it like the real me real effect. It's like, I don't know, it's just, we obviously we're gonna keep doing interviews, guys, with so many different guests, and obviously a lot of these guests have been on other podcasts before, and that's nothing new. But like I always like to highlight is it's always gonna be special and one of a kind over here because they've never done it on this platform. I think that is one of the coolest things about this podcast is when you do see these guests on the Real Me with Rail. Maybe you do have seen them before on other podcasts, but you have never ever seen them on this one, and that's something that I feel like is very how would I say it? Not crucial, but very important, or just something that's very, I think that's special about our podcast. Sorry, guys. That's special about our podcast and the experience that we give. Of course, on our interviews and our episodes. So that being, I just round. Okay. Now look how far I'm from the mic. Relax, man. Come on, come back over here. Okay. So, now that we're just getting into it, we just start with the intro, of course. Welcome back to another episode of the Real Meals Roll podcast. Thank you guys for tuning in, man. Appreciate it. Another episode, man. If you have been tuning in since season 1, I want to say thank you, appreciate you. And if you're just tuning in recently, I feel like we've had like two kind of sets of people when it comes to the podcast. There's like the people that came, I want to say like before Desto Dub and after Desto Dub. But like that's really what it comes down to. I feel like we had to like kind of not, there's all types of people that fuck with the podcast, but there's just a lot of people that kind of knew me before that and then kind of after that. But either way, if you have been tuning into my podcast since whenever, I love you, appreciate it. And of course, you guys are the Real Me fam, and I love you guys, and I'm trying to be more interactive with you guys. And we always like to say, I would kind of say this more back in the beginning, but you guys can always feel free to DM me if you guys got ideas of who you guys want to see on the podcast. I mean, more into like early stages of like season 1, I got more DMs. The DMs would be kind of more, hey, swiping up, oh, you gotta get this person. But I feel like lately we have not got as many DMs, guys. So I'm just gonna push this back out here. Please DM us. You can DM me personally. You can DM the podcast account. You can leave a comment, however you guys want to do it. But let us know who you guys want to see. I have my personal kind of like agenda on who I want to get on the podcast, and then of course, like I kind of I confer. Is that the right word? Confer. I give my team, and then I get their input and see like maybe who they got their eyes on, or maybe who they think would be good for the podcast. Um, but yeah, you guys feel free to always DM me and let me know who you guys want to see. Right now, if we're just talking about it, let's just talk about the last episode that we gave you with Asia. That was great. Of course, we did the episode with Loda Great. That's another producer. Really big producer. Great episodes, both of them. Right now, of course, if you guys saw my Instagram, I did announce that I confirming that a Ralphie the Plug interview is coming out very soon. And I will comment on that, but not too much. Let's just say you guys are gonna have to stay tuned. Yes, a Ralphie the Plug interview is coming out. I can officially confirm that it is coming out very, very soon. I will say this: the plan is to get it out by this month, and that is what it's looking like it's gonna happen. And that's all I'm gonna say about it. But you guys are gonna have to tap in. And anyone that knows me, I am literally like one of the biggest fans of Draco the Ruler, and of course his brother Ralph the Plug. Just personally, I'm not trying to go too deep, but I mean, I love Draco's music. I love Ralphie's music. I listened to him in high school. I always, I kind of base rappers' skills off of like to be a goat in my eyes. Like I feel like I have to be able to hear your music, and like that means I've never heard a sound like you before. Like when you hear someone's music, I guess in my opinion, and you've never heard this type of sound, and obviously you love it, I feel like that's what makes me feel like you're the GOAT. Because it's like original and just nothing I never heard before. And that just leads me back to Draco and Ralphie, their flow and the way Draco would rap. Never heard before. It's one of a kind. And I'm being so 100. Like I'm a big fan of Draco. You can look this up from day one I've started the podcast. I've told you guys I love him. And just back to it. Yeah, so this is gonna be a great episode. I think you guys are gonna love it. I think it's gonna be really dope. Rel and Ralphie, you guys have to stay tuned. But besides that, make sure you guys are subscribed. Of course, we were talking about early into the episode, hitting 1,000 subscribers. That was great. We're past 1,000 subscribers at this point, but that does not mean you guys can stop there and stop subbing. What's still, make sure you guys are subscribed. You guys are in tune with all the content that we're gonna be giving you guys. And right now, I did tell you guys we kind of eased back on the drop, and so for the most part of the podcast, we from season 1 at damn near now, till a couple months ago, I would say we're dropping episodes. I want to say like every week. Yeah, every week we was dropping episodes every week. And just because, I mean, I could still probably give you guys episodes every week, but I don't want to lie and say like I can't, but I would say because of the where we're at in the podcast, working with getting these bigger interviews, we're transitioning to end of season 3 and then into season 4, which is going to be huge for the channel. I think this is going to be like one of the best seasons upcoming that you guys are going to love. And I think season 3 was great. Think about it. We I don't want to talk about like a wrapped up because we're still here, but so far we have brought you guys literally so many episodes, from Milo to Dub, True Card, Asia, Loaded Great, a lot of great content. But I'm just saying season 4 is gonna be something crazy. And that being said, back to the dropping thing, is we're working with these bigger guests, so I'm trying to give you guys content, but at the same time I'm trying to put more energy into getting these bigger guests done. For me to do that, I have to go out and network, and it comes with a lot of different things. So that being said, you guys are still gonna see the content. Like, we're gonna give you episodes like this and vlogs. Hopefully, maybe in the summer. Summer's coming up. That's kind of our thing in the summer. We we outside for sure in the summer. So, we definitely for sure can vlog some content in the summer that I think you guys for sure are gonna mess with. But besides, until then, we only got like a month or two. But until then, you guys are just gonna get the episodes like these, in between, and then of course we're bringing the big interviews to you guys. And yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about that. Yeah, stay tuned, man. What else? If you guys can see right now, I'm rocking this fire green crew neck. I've been rocking these on the episodes. If you guys like looked at like our past, I don't know, like Asia, what a great vlog. Bam, probably 4 or 5 episodes. I've been rocking these crew neck for a reason. It's because they are the newest, I would say, like apparel to the clothing, the Real Me clothing. We're gonna pop it up right now. Make sure you guys go get yourself some. I be talking too bad. Make sure you guys go get yourself some clothing, of course. All my clothing is still nothing over $45. Yeah. So you can get yourself a crew neck shirt, zip up, sweat, hats, beanies. I don't know, but I got everything. for under $40. So you guys can make sure go check that out and get some merch. But yeah, make sure you guys go grab yourself a crew neck. These go for $35. If you are subscribed to the podcast, I do like a $5 off thing, so you can get yourself one of these for 30. And yeah, make sure you guys go check that out. You guys go DM the account or DM me, place yourself order. We do ship and do deliveries within LA County and OC County and not the IE. I'm sorry. No, I can't. I'm not driving all the way out there. I'm sorry. I love you guys in IE, but I say I would do it. Like I've done times where I was like, bro, I got you. I'm gonna bring it to you. And I just, when it comes down to it, I don't go out there. So we gonna ship it to you if you're in the IE. We love y'all though. But we ship further, man. We ship to Washington, Arizona. We ship to all types of places. So yeah, it ain't nothing to us. But yeah, make sure you guys go fuck with the clothing, man. Make sure you guys go support us. Try not to cuss, I'm sorry. But yeah, what else? Yes, obviously listen to my podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Those links are obviously also in the description. So make sure you guys go check that out. What else? Make sure you guys are following me, of course, at Jarrell. Make sure you guys go follow me. I'm gonna pop on my ad right here. I love you guys, man. Tap in. Let me know something. Real. But this podcast is brought to you by our very proud sponsor, Loud Logs. If you guys are anything like me and you guys love to smoke, you guys are definitely going to have to come check this out. So first things first, if you're ever trying to buy a box of Loud Logs, the easiest way to do that is to visit their website at loudlogs.com, where you can pick from multiple flavors. Each box contains 42 leaves and are all premium hand cut and washed, which gives you the cleanest smoked. That being said, some of my personal favorites are some of these right here that I brought with me today. Cherry Ice Pop. I love Cherry Ice Pop. Good clean smoke. Good flavor. Pina Colada. Also one of my favorites. I love Pina Colada. Go fuck with them. Also, Red Velvet. This is a special collab that we did with Wally the Sensei. You guys are definitely have to go check that out. So they have all types of flavors that you guys can choose from. They are literally the best wraps on the planet. And I'm not just saying that because they sponsor us, but you guys are definitely going to check them out. And of course, you guys can always go find the website and the link in the description. That being said, let's get back into the episode. Yeah, let's get into it. I came up today. I want to do a solo episode for you guys. I feel like the last solo episode we did was with my boy DJs. Today, DJ's not here. It's just me today. But you guys, from what we saw on the YouTube, you guys really watched that one. You guys loved it. So I have some random topics and some things we're going to talk about today. I don't know. I'm a little faded, so I don't know if that intro was a little long, but I'm sorry if that was. But we're gonna get into it right now. But yeah, guys, I think I pretty much said everything I had to say. Also, what we first talk about is I recently turned 23, and we're gonna play a noise right here. Yeah, I recently turned 23, guys. So I just turned 23. I want to say like 4 or 5 days ago, and I want to say appreciate everyone that came out to my birthday, and we went bowling. It was a good time. I also want to shout out my cousin Jamani. I love you, bro. And we had literally the best time of our lives making memories together. And we went out, we had good drinks. We went out to this bar, we went bowling, we had a hotel. It was so fun. And I want to say, appreciate everybody that came and that wished me a happy birthday as well. I want to say, I love you guys. Really, really appreciate it. And to more life. And I got so much love for my birthday. And I want to say thank you officially on the podcast. Thank you guys. I love you guys. But yeah, we're 23 out here. It feels good. We're about to, I'm entering my Jordan year, man. We about to ball out. And I've been telling everybody that, like, you know, I feel good in my life right now. I would say 22 was, man, it was a lot of transitioning. 22, it was pretty rough. I would say 22 was rough, man. Had a lot of stuff going on. I would say off the camera, like more in my personal life with my living situation and, work situation as well, outside of course the podcast that I had to dealing with. So it was a lot. 22 was a lot. Started off pretty rough. But I learned a lot. I feel like I matured a lot. I feel like you know, I feel like I didn't want to go through things that way, I would say, but you know what, if I didn't, I feel like I wouldn't have learned the way I have from it. So I'm appreciative for it, for the experience, but it was tough. I went through a lot of ups and downs this past year. So to making it to another year of my life, and it felt good, and just to be around the people I love, like my cousins and, you know, my friends and family, felt good. And yeah, I would say I'm pretty proud of myself. I had a lot of things this year that got in my way or could have, you know, yeah, would slowed my progress down with the podcast or just in life in general. But and that's something I wanted to talk about with you guys. Like, I'm trying to get serious for a second. Is just staying strong and believing in yourself and not giving up. Do not give up on yourself. Do not. Don't ever give up on yourself. Ever, 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 ever. Because at the end of the day, at the end of the week, at the end of the night, you are the one that's going to have yourself. Nobody else is going to have you like the way you do. And that's why it's so important, guys, that you guys take care of yourself. And I want to say to my audience, to the people that watch me, to the younger crowd, to anyone that's viewing my stuff, that taking care of yourself is so important. So, so important. And because at the end of the day, man, I don't mean to repeat myself, but I got to stop using that reference at the end of the day. But you got yourself. And that's what it is, when it comes down to it. It's you. And you got to make sure you're good before anybody else. And I know life, you have people that we love and people that we care about, and we want to take care of them and make sure they're good and everything like that. But it is just important that you make sure yourself is okay too. And that means that might not look like a lot of things. That means taking care of your health, your I want to say mental mind space, but your peace, protecting your peace, you know what I mean? Your energy, making sure the people around you are genuine, and that because life has a way of, man, like they say, just no one's gonna hit you harder than life. And that's why it's important I keep saying at the end of the day, but yeah, when it comes down to it, it's important that you take care of yourself. Yeah, so I want to say I do feel a lot more mature. I feel like reiterating what I just said, this past year I feel like I learned better, or I got better on taking care of me and making sure, of course, like, your bills are paid. Important. That's very important. Make sure your bills are paid, man. Like, everybody watching this, for sure, you're like over the age of 18. You got, depending on how many, but you got bills to pay, and making sure that stuff is taken care of and your responsibilities are done. And I kind of use this podcast as a big example because it's a big part of my life, taking care of it and upkeeping with it. But yeah, past year was crazy, guys. It was crazy, but we still here. We are still here, and I'm excited for what the future holds. I'm very, very blessed and thankful to be here, to be another year around the sun, as they say, and to move on. It's crazy, life, year. It's going by fast, going by really, really fast. And to think about it, just a little trip down memory lane. We started this season 1. I would say I just turned 20. I was technically 19. I just turned 20. So you guys, have seen me grown from 20 years old to 23 now. And it's been a lot. You guys seen, I hope that you guys have seen the growth and the difference in the maturity level, or at least with the podcast and me. And that we're getting better all the way around with the content, with the hosting, and being able to give you guys the good content, the good conversations. And I feel like we've always had, it's never really been a problem, but I hope that you guys have seen the progress and where we have been from the first ep to now. And I feel like we've made a lot of progress, and I just want to shout that out and give us a pat on the back. See, this is why I don't use white people references. I can't get them out. Get a pat on the back. Give us a pat on the back. Whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. Okay. Anyways, but that's something I wanted to really shed light on with you guys today. But the first thing we're gonna talk about is, my phone is okay. Do you guys, you guys, let's be for real right now. Let's be for real. Do you guys think my phone is like? What do you guys think my phone looks like? For real, I'm gonna clip this right now. I want you guys to tell me, what do you guys think my phone looks like? Do you guys think I got a lot of DMs? Do you guys think people be texting me like that? Because I'm going to tell you guys something right now. They don't. A lot of the biggest misconception is you probably see me with all these people and you see me do all this podcast stuff. My friends don't even answer the phone. Like I could probably call, you know what? I'll call my cousin right now. This is my cousin / assistant, Ari, right now. And I promise you, she probably won't even answer. Wait, you know what? Let's actually check where she's at first. Might be at work. Damn. Refreshing. I got her location, but it's refreshing. Dang. Okay, you know what? That was a perfect example, but she's at work, so that's a good excuse. I don't, you know what? I just reminded myself I don't got friends. But let's just say, what do you guys think my phone looks like? I'll tell you guys right now. So my Instagram, you guys want to see my DMs look like? You know, we'll screen record it for you and we'll put it up on the screen right now. So let me show you guys my DMs right now. So this is, okay, get that out of the way. This is my main account. Well, you guys want to see, I don't know why I'm exposing myself like this. My main account. You guys want to see where I got my main account? Let's see. So we got Asia, Mark, Jaden, Finger Pop. Yeah, you know what? Why in the hell would I like do this to myself? Anyways, you know what? We're gonna just blow past that. But the point is, my phone be dry. That's the point I was trying to make to you guys. And it's sad. It's a real sad thing. But you know what? It's cool. I don't mind it. Okay, but the first thing we're gonna talk about today is the controversial topic, of course, 100 men versus 1 gorilla. And you know I had to weigh in. I had to weigh in on this. This is literally going to be the title of the video. So I've been thinking about this a lot. 100 men. But the thing that I've been keep thinking about is Planet of the Apes. And I feel like everyone's seen that. And all these stats about these gorillas are coming out too. Like a gorilla can bench press up to 4,000 pounds. So let's just think about that for a second. 4,000 pounds is lifting up a Honda Civic, bro, like this. You got to think, bro. 4,000 pounds is crazy, bro. And, you know, the average dude is going to weigh anywhere from 150 pounds to 300 pounds, whatever. Depending on how big that guy is, whatever. But, you know, you could put, that's just a bench press. That means just their lifting power. I don't know, but that's not like they're like. So what's the answer? Can 100 men take out 1 gorilla? I don't think so. I don't think it's happening. I don't think it's happening. You guys gotta think about it. I mean, this is the thing though. This is the thing. Humans, we're good or whatever. You know what I mean? But the gorilla, it's bare hands. We're bare hands with. So think like nothing. Just come on, gorilla. What you got? Like that's the thing though. So obviously, if we had weapons and swords or guns or whatever, the gorilla he'd be done. But then now it's not a fair fight. So that's really where we're at. And the question is really asking is, are we stronger than a gorilla? And the answer is no. We're not stronger than a gorilla. I don't care what anybody said, we're not stronger than a gorilla. But people think, oh yeah, because we got 100 men, we could probably get this done. Okay, you know what? I'll just say this right now. If I was gonna be the 100 men, I'll tell you like how I would try to do it. Well, first we gotta go over the fact that people are dying. As long as we can all agree on that. But the thing is, like, is everyone gonna be committed though? There's so many questions in the factor with the 100 men. Like, if everyone's committed, you guys have a better chance. But like, you gotta think like at 100, you gotta like play the odds. Not everyone's gonna be like all juiced up and amped up. You know what I mean? And like, people are gonna be scared. So you gotta probably cancel out at least like 30 people that are probably just they're done. They're done because they just don't got it in them to even try. So 30 out. So we're really talking about 60, 70 people against the gorilla. Okay. I I don't know, man. I don't know. These gorillas are fast. If we're like in an arena, like, can we, you know what I mean? Like, how big is the space? Does it even matter? Yeah, because the gorilla, yeah, I mean, oh, man. Do gorillas even get tired? Can we look that up? Like, when have you ever seen a gorilla said, man, I'm tired? Do gorillas get tired? Okay. Yes, gorillas do get. Okay. It says yes, gorillas do get tired. Like all animals, they need to rest and sleep. They also have periods of rest and build nests during the. Okay, hold on. I feel like this is not what I want. When gorillas get tired throughout the day, they. Okay, then they do sleep. Okay, these are. I'm honestly getting distracted here, but see, look, easily. Yet when engaging in sustenance or intense physical activity. Okay. But the endurance doesn't match human stamina. Oh, you know what? Man, okay. Did you guys see that? It does say that their endurance doesn't match a human stamina. Okay. Okay, that's something we can probably put in a factor. It does say gorillas are strong, but do not have that much stamina. Man, but like, is that. Oh, still wouldn't go off of that, man. Because, bro, that gorilla, he's gonna be in defense mode. He's gonna be like protecting himself, and like I feel like everybody know. I'm not a scientist or whatever, but you know, like when you are going through something, like you have a lot of adrenaline going through you. You know, when you're in a situation. That gorilla's gonna have a lot of adrenaline. It's gonna be 100 people trying to attack him, so he's probably gonna give everything that he got. Man, a gorilla catching 100 bodies is crazy. Yeah, no. A gorilla can snap your neck like this. Like he gets a hold of your ass. You know, like he starts running up on your ass. Like, oh, man, it's not good, man. It's not good at all. I'll tell you what though. You don't catch me at number 99. I ain't going in there. I will watch that thing play out. I'm not doing that. What do I look like? Okay. Yeah, that's pretty much my 2 cents. I don't think we're not winning. We're not winning. A gorilla is way too strong. Yeah, like this coming at you. Oh my god. Yeah, he's plowing through 100 people easily. That's not even a question. That's not even a question. Okay. Next question was the random question. Does body count matter? This is such a curveball. I'm sorry. I didn't have that many questions, guys. This is random stuff in my notes. I don't know. Whatever. I'm putting it together. You guys are gonna love it. Does body count matter? And you know what? I would say something, and I'm not trying to sound like, man, it's just call it real me, so of course gotta be real. Yeah. It matters it matters to a certain degree. For sure. Because when you use the word matter, you use the word matter, what are we talking about here? What are we really talking about? Matter. I'm just gonna assume that we're talking about like when you're let's just put it into to be in a relationship with a girl. Let's just put it that simple. I would say yes, because body count, you could look at it from different ways. Some people like say, "Oh, it doesn't matter. It's just, I've even seen crazy clips that people say, if you use a condom, it doesn't matter, or it doesn't count." Like I don't believe it. But I feel like I don't want to sit here and go back and forth. But I will say this though, I feel like we all can agree on this. Body count represents someone's history in some way, right? We're not judging it. We're not judging it, but that's just what it is, right? If I say I'm a boxer, right? And I say, hey, I got 20 knockouts, right? I'm 20 and 0. That's my history. That's telling you history of me, right? It's kind of the same thing. Okay, you're going to know this person got a lot of bodies. So I would say it probably just tells you this. You know what? Let's just skip this question. Yes, body count does matter. If a girl has a high body count, if a girl has like, I want to say over 4, 5. She has over 5. Can't wife. I can't wife her. I can't do it. I just can't. That's just my preference. It would love or hate me. Okay, let's just get some more topics going. Okay, I got a better question for you guys. Everyone's talking about, okay, one man versus, or one gorilla versus 100 men. I got a better question for you guys. One man versus 100 first graders. You didn't think about that one, huh? You didn't think about that? Now let's talk about it. Let's really talk about it. One man versus 100 first graders. Now who's winning? You guys didn't think about that, huh? And me personally, I work with kids, and I've seen first graders. We all have seen a first grader. We've all been a first grader. Man, yeah, we're short. They're very tiny at that age, when you're in first grade. But 100? How many first graders can you really take out? Hey, I'm just asking the question. So you guys answer that. One man versus 100 first graders. What do y'all think about that? So me personally, do I think I could take out 100 first graders? Maybe. It just depends. I feel like it's going to get tough like around 60 or 70. Like, I feel like that's when it's going to get tough, bro. You got to think about 100 people, 100 first graders at one time. It's a lot. You got to stay strong, though. I don't know. I just wanted to switch it up for a second. But yeah, I think I could probably take on 100 first graders. But I'd have to be on some Bruce Lee shit, homie. I'm talking about I'm hitting. Sorry, that was a lot. I'm hitting kicks. I'm using kicks. I'm using elbows. I ain't messing around. Sounds messed up, but we're just doing questions here. Okay, misread the room. We're just gonna move on. This one says, this is a question from DJ. I don't think I ever got to answer it, but it said, tell me about your last date. And how did it go? Okay. My last date was actually pretty good. I went to the LA County Fair. I bought tickets and I took this girl that I was dating at the time. We went out. It was fun. We went on the Ferris wheel. Got some margaritas. They had a little petting zoo. That was fun. And it was good. That was the last day I went on. Yeah. Quick answer, I guess. But it was about to be a year ago. So long time. Long time. I haven't been on dates in a minute. I kind of stopped dating. I stopped dating a lot since that. But yeah, we was cool and everything. You know, we worked out for a little minute, but it didn't. So after that, I just was kind of done dating. And yeah, I'm open to it for the right person, but just not for like anybody. That's pretty much my my thoughts on that right now. But yeah, okay, moving on. Next question. Let's do, if you could live in another state or country, where would you choose? I probably would live probably in Atlanta. I'm trying to think what's best for my podcast. Probably Atlanta or Miami. Like, I gotta be like where a lot of people be at. Like, if that makes sense. So probably Atlanta or Miami. Like right now, that's probably where I'd move to if I had to live anywhere besides California. Because I could still probably like network and, you know, give you guys content from over there. Because Miami, there'd be other stuff going on over there. And Atlanta too. Like, if you know, everyone kind of knows each other over there. And I got some family that lives over there too. So probably Atlanta or Miami or Houston maybe. I feel like Houston's cool too, but the weather over there is crazy. So I don't know if I would want to live. But probably Atlanta or Miami. But yeah. And then country, I'm not sure. I've never been out the country. I've been to Mexico. Mexico's pretty fun. It was a long time ago, so I can't really comment too much on that. But I like Turks and Caicos, like probably a cool place. Nice, tropical. I like the water and stuff. So anywhere with like cool, clear water, I'm kind of game for that. This is a good one. Going back to your exes. Do you guys think it's a good idea to go back to your exes? And let's be real here. I mean, let's first ask the question. Well, we can think about it ourselves, but okay, let's talk about ourselves first, and then we'll talk about like, other people. Well, ourselves, have we all gone back to someone that we loved? I don't know. I'm a firm believer in like what's for you is for you. But let me tell you something. I do miss a lot of my. Stay strong. Stay strong. Stay strong, brother. I do believe what's for you is for you. And what's meant to be is meant to be. But at the same time, not always going back to your exes is the best idea. It's a tough question. But I feel like we all find ourselves trying to fuck with somebody that we shouldn't. But I don't know. To be honest with you guys, if that's, you probably shouldn't go back to your exes. I feel like it doesn't really end up that good. And you guys just kind of remember why you guys are exes in the first place. I don't know, but sometimes I really believe sometimes, you know what they say, like right person, wrong time. Like I feel like that's sometimes it. That's why I'm kind of like debating. Like sometimes it's not so much the wrong, sometimes, yeah. I believe in that too. Like sometimes you meet the right person, but it's the wrong timing. I believe in that. I feel like, for sure. So yeah, be optimistic. Hey, if you're watching this, call your ex right now. Text him. You want to do it. You've probably been thinking about it for a minute. Shit, should I text her? Should I text him? Oh man, is his mom still not like me? Or whatever you all thinking. But yeah, you watching this right now, text her. Go text your ex. Text him. Hey, at the very least, you'll be able to, they'll think about you that like this is, it's something we're probably gonna talk about next. Is kind of a little bit toxic, but at the very least, they'll think about you today. For sure. So it's mission accomplished, whether they respond or not. Anyways, yeah. Have you guys ever done that? Have you guys ever just texted someone just for they could, think about you? You know they're probably not gonna like hit you back. Like I got this one girl that I rock with, that I used to rock with. Sorry, and I know she don't mess with me like that no more. For a fact, I know she don't. I know she don't. I know she still got love for me, but like I just know she ain't she ain't rocking with me right now. And sometimes when I think about her, I literally will just hit her up, text her, view her story. I don't know, whatever. Just knowing the fact that she's gonna see me view it, or she could think about me. Just the fact that I could cross her mind. Yeah, I go deep, man. I go with range. You know what I mean? I'm one of those type of persons. Like I really will just do that. Just the fact that I know that she's gonna think about me today. Like it's crazy. Anyways, moving on. Moving on. Next question is someone. Okay, how many say? He said, "Did the high school party scene ever influence what you thought you would want to do?" I would say no. I'm gonna say no to that because this Jarrell, Rel, as you guys know me as today, Rel, this energy, this I hate to use with aura because I'm not like in that era, but this aura, the way I carry myself, being the center, not the, I hate to use center of attention, but being the entertainment and entertaining and has always been since I was a kid, and I always shouted out my mom for that. I love my mom. My mom's my best friend, and I like to call her my forever best friend. I love my mom. I love all my moms, but specifically the one I'm talking about right now. She instilled a lot of confidence in me when I was young. We talked about in the podcast. She pushed me to do things that I thought I would never could do, and she gave me a mentality that to this day has not shooken me. And the mentality is that I can do anything I want, anything, literally anything. Peep this, and it's gonna keep going. But yeah, that's where I feel like a lot of my influence came from. So the high school party scene did nothing but just kind of like, it was just kind of like the era I was in. Like I just love to entertain people. So first, I love to go to parties, dance, do my thing. Then I started throwing them, make money off of it too. And that's pretty much how all that kind of came about. And then I did music. So it was just kind of doing my thing at the time, partying and throwing it. Then I did music. That was my thing. Now this is my thing. I don't know, being honest. But yeah, I'm trying to think. Okay, what else? Things about Jarrell they might not know. I feel like I've talked about everything on here. I feel like you guys literally have I've heard like everything. You guys know I love tacos. You guys know that for sure. Like, what is something that you guys might? I don't know. You guys know I did taekwondo. I'm a second degree black belt. I can swim. I used to be a swimmer. Like, what are my darkest secrets? I'm really tall. I don't know. Do you guys know that? Anyone that kind of knows that I'm pretty tall. I'm a really tall guy. I don't know. I'm Belizean and Honduran. You guys know that? I'm Honduran and Belizean. I'm learning to speak Spanish right now. Duolingo. Out Duolingo. I was adopted. This is all stuff. I feel like all my information has been on there. I don't know. I got 2 moms. I was raised by 2 moms. That's pretty interesting. I don't know. Adopted by 2 moms, like Modern Family. I don't know. I could roll a blunt in like a minute and a half. I could roll a blunt in a minute and a half. Did you guys know that? I could literally roll a blunt in like a minute, like a song. Like I like to say a song, but like yeah, I'm really fast with that. Man, I don't know. It's a good question. I'm gonna get back to you guys on that. But I'm trying to think of anything. I used to do gymnastics when I was younger. I'm just saying stuff at this point. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't know what else you guys would possibly would really know. I'm really I don't know. I feel like I'm just spinning out random facts. But the last one I'm gonna do is favorite songs right now. I'm gonna give you my favorite songs. My top favorite songs right now, I would say I'm gonna give it to I've been listening to a lot is probably Red Leather by Future. That's definitely one of my favorite songs. It's been I want to say like more recent, but that's been my favorite song. But I've been bumping Medicine by Du Bois and Big Sad. That's a good one. That's one of my favorites. We've been bumping Lil J9. We've been bumping some songs by him. He's from the Bay Area. We definitely been fucking with him. Oh, Mozzie, Nightmares. That's one of my favorites right now. I Don't Mean by Other Grito. That's one of my favorites. Um, yeah, and talking about that Other Grito interview on the way. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna wrap this episode up. I hope you guys love this. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Sorry, I used the word love. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I was just talking about rambling about random stuff. I hope you guys still found it entertaining. Like I said, big interview on the way, so make sure you guys are tuned, are in state. Make sure you guys stay tuned because we got big interviews on the way for sure. I love you guys. Season 3, we're almost done. We are almost done with season 3. We have this is like the last month of season 3. So I plan on going out with a big bang. That's the plan. Let's see. Make sure you guys are in tune with the last interview that we gave you guys with Asia. Shout out Asia. I want to say one more time with her. I want to say shout out Loaded Great. Of course, shout out my team, the Real Me Rail team. Shout out you guys, the Real Me fam. Make sure you guys DM me. Make sure you guys are following me on Instagram at the Real Me with Rail, and of course at Jarrell. We're gonna have all the ads popped up. Make sure you guys are following us on TikTok. We've been doing really big on TikTok. We've been posting a lot of clips on there. And yeah, until then, I'm gonna see you next Sunday. Let's try this again. Until then, I'm gonna see you on the next episode. For real.